I believe that a government should run its full term in office at all times. But you cannot be in a situation that it might or it may or may not, and that's the situation this country is left at the moment. So last week, the week before, it was definitely November. This week is the last week, then it was saying, well, maybe not, maybe just February, March. No, this week again is drifting back into November. People are speculating. It's time for the teachers to call an exact date for a general election in this country. And don't be afraid of the people. Face the people on your record. And I can tell you, quite a lot of people are frustrated out there. And I know that Independent Ireland are willing to face the people. Our candidates are strong. We've both male and female candidates throughout the country. We're selecting them every day as we speak. I think there might be one launch day, another one again before the end of the week. So we're ready. But is the Taoiseach ready? We don't know.
What would be your message to voters who were maybe disappointed about the Ciaran Mullooly saga and Independent Ireland, or at least the MEP for Independent Ireland joining a European grouping that they might not be aligned with ideologically? Would you have a message to people who are discouraged by that and who might have second thoughts about the upcoming election, where to place their vote?
Yeah, well, in fairness, I have no worry in the wide earthly world of where Ciaran Mullooly is, because he's going to be now in a position that he can speak on behalf of the people of Ireland and Europe. If he stayed independent and stayed out, he may not be in that position. We need someone that can speak up for the people of this country. And by God, if anybody looks at his record since he's got out, he's busier than any MEP in the country, independently standing for the people. There was an uproar initially about where he joined. I go back to 2016. I joined with the Rural Independent Group, and I joined with TDs that voted for Fine Gael continuously. But I made up my mind, and I voted whichever way I wanted to vote. And the same with Ciaran Mullooly, he won't be moved by anybody. He'll stand behind the people of this country, and I know he will. And he will not be, regardless of where you have to get speaking rights. Sometimes you're going to have to fit in with someone, then you might be a bit uncomfortable. I did, and I got criticism for it, but I spent 4 years speaking on behalf of the people in opposition inside there. I spent the last 4 years speaking on behalf of the people in opposition in a more comfortable group, and now going forward, Independent Ireland will be stronger. But I will say one thing: we have a set of policies put together, and we're willing to sit down around the table and maybe go into government after the next election. I'm not going to just mislead you and turn around and say after that we change our mind like the rest of them. We won't go into this. We'll sit around the table, but it'll be based that our policies are going to be accepted. You don't expect to win every battle, but we certainly will try our best to win most battles.
What would you say to some people who'd be concerned that going into government with any other one of the bigger parties might compromise the party in some way? Because I think one of the reputations that some independent TDs have, not yourself necessarily, but just independent TDs in general as a class, is that they can be bought relatively easily with things. Oh, we'll put this service in your local constituency that you've been asking for, or we'll do this, we'll do that, and then you'll be happy with that, and then the government or the bigger party can kind of ride roughshod over the smaller party and do whatever it wants at a national level, as long as this little constituency is all right, which obviously is not necessarily what the public would want if they're voting for such a party. How would you avoid such an outcome from happening and being dominated by, say, a Fine Gael or a Fianna Fáil or whoever else?
I respect the question you put forward to me, but I suppose you have to handle it how you look at this government, how it performed. The Green Party wagged the tail of this government, and you have to hand it to them. That's what they wanted. They wrecked Ireland, urban and rural, but they wagged the tail continuously of Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil. People give out to me about the Green Party. I said to them, lads, so the Green Party done what they were going to do. That's their intention, is to carry out what they have to, and just carry out more misery and difficulty and people. But the Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil patted them on the back and allowed them. So now, let's put Independent Ireland in that position. We will have a set of policies to put before the government, and if they adopt our policies, it won't be parish pump. Can't be all parish pump politics in there. It has to be proper politics that delivers for the people. It delivers on the cost of living. It delivers on health. It delivers on housing. It delivers on immigration. It delivers on numerous issues that are of major concerns to people out there. And unfortunately, you can be a hurler in the ditch all your life, but sometimes you got to come off the ditch and play the game. And that's our intention in Independent Ireland. But we will not sell our souls. We will sell our policies, and if they are not accepted, we'll become one of the strongest oppositions in the country.
Well, thank you so much, Mike. I really appreciate your time.